Of the Lord is near. It is near. And is hasted greatly, everybody. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. That mighty man will cry there bitterly. And on that day, folks, when he comes, and on that day will be a day of wrath, a day of trouble, a day of distress.
Halt Islam.
Oh,
Halt
Jesus
it.
Christ is going to come. He's going to boil his wrath on the sinners.
Yeah.
Be ready.
Yep, you got it.
Be ready. And fight against the evil. That's why we come out here to bring the gospel so you can be delivered and fight against the devil. The devil is a liar. The devil is a lie. He lied to you like he's okay. Jesus Christ will save you from your sin. Jesus Christ can save you from your sin now. Because your heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
It's appointed unto man wants to die. That's a good one too.
No.
Go ahead, brothers.
Okay. Read the Bible, everybody. Don't forget about Jesus Christ.
That's right.
This is a memorial of our war. Soldiers who died for our freedom. But the question today is, are you at war with God? Are you at war with a holy God? Something you need to consider as we honor, and rightfully so, our soldiers who died for you and I. To have the freedom to vote, which I trust you did. To own a gun, if you're not a felon. And to actually have free speech on the public sidewalk. That's what's so unique about America. But the dirty secret nobody likes to talk about is what makes America unique is our rich history of Christianity. This year marked the 400th year when the Pilgrims landed and signed the Mayflower Compact. They had faith in God. They believed in Jesus Christ. And I don't know if they would recognize America if they walked down the streets today. We removed God from our schools, Bibles from our courtroom. We've allowed abortions to be normal, gay parades to be normal, mosques, our enemy, to be allowed in our neighborhood. The Bible says a threefold cord is not easily broken. When you insert abortion, homosexuality, and Muslims, that's a very hard piece of rope that will not be snapped. And we're here to remind America of our history, which is why many of you are here today. 79 years ago today, what took place here on this harbor provoked us to go to war and beat the Japanese, and rightly so. This is our history. You're here to view our history. But do you know our Christian history in America. We're going to have a president sworn into office in January. This president, whom I trust will be Trump, by the way, is going to put
right.
his hand on a Bible. Again, the amount of history that we have in this country is unique. Most of you are coming to Pearl Harbor because of its rich history. Thank God America got into this war, or we all be eating fish heads and worshiping some Japanese god. The Bible says there's a time for peace and a time for war. For those of you who honor our military, and rightfully so, I don't know about you, but I plan on returning back with my King of Kings as part of his army to make war against those who defy God. So as you are here today, wiping a tear, are you at war with God? Here on Pearl Harbor's 79th anniversary. Those men had no idea they were going to die that day. Much like you and I have no idea when we're going to die. Which is why we need to be ready to meet God. As the prophet Amos says, prepare to meet thy God. Just like you prepared to come to Pearl Harbor, you have a ticket, you got your camera, you brought a handkerchief. Are you prepared to meet the God of the Bible? Remember, our next president, as with every president, puts their hand on George Washington's Bible. The amount of history that we have with Christianity. Much like today, many of you history buffs are reliving and rethinking and reevaluating the history of what took place 79 years ago. I am thankful for our beloved military that lets you women wear what you want. We can travel when we want. If this was a Muslim country, you women would be put to death for wearing what you wear, for having an education. But in America, we don't have that. When somebody's nation is in trouble, they don't call Canada. They call America. We still have residue of being a Christian nation. Which is why I would like to have a man like Trump restored back in office. To bring us back to our history. Much like many of you are inquiring about our history, which was the genesis of World War II, bringing us into that war. Thank God for our military. Thank God for us using the atomic bomb. Thank God for our military. Young men who are willing to risk their lives. I doubt the generation in America 2020 has that same drive. So this is why we're here, not to protest anything, but to remember the God who saved America, who delivered us. The Israelites were told to set up markers as a reminder of their history. Pearl Harbor is a marker of our national history. I hope they open up today's service with a prayer, not to Buddha, not to some Japanese god, but to the God of the Bible. The same Bible that in January a president will put his hand on and say, "So help me God." I would love to preserve America, and the only way we can preserve America is to bring God back to our country. Time to read the Bible, people. America is a unique country, but when we die, we will not get judged by the Bill of Rights. We will not get judged by the Constitution. Those two documents